Hello, my name is Santiago Ballistreri, and this is my CCR for the film that me and my partners, Santiago Morales and Cabo Garcia, have created. Our movie is called Betrayal of Brotherhood, and it is about two teammates on a soccer team. In this film, the protagonist is trying to fake an injury and have the antagonist be kicked out of their team. But there's another side to the movie, which is the antagonist is trying to injure the protagonist so that he may take his position on the team. The first question I would like to speak about is how my film uses social groups or issues, and if it uses conventions or challenges them. Our film keeps most of the regular conventions since we're filming at a soccer field. Each of our players are wearing athletic wear, but our plot is different from usual sports films. Normally, sports films have a plot where it's showing the rise of the protagonist and is more of a man versus society kind of conflict. In our film, although, we have done something different from normal. We did man versus man conflict, since we wanted to show that how you can truly never know someone's intentions. For representation, we decided to go for a more Latino background, since our stereotype is that most players that play soccer are Latino. So using Latino characters, especially making them the main characters as Latino, would fit best for our film. The stereotype we more specifically addressed was most Latino soccer players come from poor lives. This, although being a stereotype, is very accurate representation to what many youth soccer players experience. Many of these children do not have many options for a future, so they feel that their only option is to go professional in soccer. Knowing this, we use the stereotype in order to show the passion many of these players have to go pro in this sport, and that they're willing to do anything to obtain their dream, even if it means to betray their own teammate for their own personal benefit. I feel like we successfully made this prevalent throughout the film since we showed the inner thoughts of the players. We were also able to show the message that although many people may think that betraying your best friend is wrong, in this movie, it seemed as the only option for those characters to have any chance to make it pro. For the next question, I would like to speak about how my film engages with the audience and how it would be distributed. Our target audience was specifically for sports fans, since this film its main point is about teammates not wanting each other on the team, which would relate more to people who have been on a team or played on a sport before. But I feel like this could relate to all types of people that have experienced any kind of relationship with another person, whether it was a friendship, co-worker, classmate, or any relationship between them. This is because although the film is about soccer, the main premise of the movie is about two teammates who are supposed to be best friends betray each other. I feel that this can emotionally appeal to anyone, since it would hurt anyone who's ever put trust into someone and been betrayed. And to portray this message, we try to use a variety of different shots, like close-ups and many more, to show the emotion of the characters. We use music and different languages to make our film stand out to the viewer, and use subtitles to engage the viewer even more into the movie. For the distribution, we decided on using Warner Brothers as the company we would work alongside with. My partner, Santiago, wanted to use Paramount Pictures because of the work they had done with a 2005 film named Coach Censor. But I was able to convince him to use Warner Brothers because I showed him the amount of sales Warner Brothers movies obtain as compared to other movie companies. My production skills have developed greatly since the start of the class. When I first started the class, I was very new to film production and had little knowledge on the topic. But as the class went on, I was able to learn a lot about what went through into producing a movie. An example of this was the use of rule of thirds, which was very prevalent in our film. I feel that I grew the most in using camera work, since when I first started, I did not know many of the shots, camera movement that was needed in order to portray a message. But once the film came, I had no issues in filming the necessary shot in order to portray a message. A trouble we did face was trying to stay serious while during the film. We were able to make a lot of jokes and trying to have fun in the duration of filming, which wasn't the issue. But many times when we had to film a talking scene or a close-up, we would naturally burst out laughing because of the unnatural feel of the camera on you. Another issue we faced was that one of our actors lost his shirt the second day that we went to film when we had to film the shots, finish shooting up the shots of a scene. But the way we fixed this issue was by only filming the bottom or the top part of him and not filming where his shirt was. I'm most proud of the growth that we had from our rough draft into the final draft. Because the rough draft, I felt it was too bland and too confusing to understand the full plot. But by the end of the final draft, we were able to get everything organized and the film made sense. Lastly, we integrated many technologies in many different ways. The devices we used to film were an iPhone 12 and an iPhone 13. We decided on these because they had the best quality. We also used TikTok in order to find the music needed for the film. We used a very popular song by Sergio Mendes called Mais Que Nada, as we felt that it would add to the scene that we filmed it in that moment, since it felt too bland by itself. But with the music, it gave the scene more life. And it was strategically used in the start to make sure the reader was paying attention for the rest of the film. In other words, we used the song as an attention grabber. Our editing software was CapCut, and we used it for everything that we needed to edit for our film. All in all, I feel that me and my group, although there was much work involved and a lot of problems happened through the process of creating this film, we were able to create a very good film that we were all proud of. Thank you for watching my CCR, and have a good day.